Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got a game between GoldenLighT and KawaiiLighT. So Kawi is obviously the red Terran player, and we have got Golden up in the top right as the yellow Zerg player. So this should be an awesome game. Two of Light's players, so this is just kind of their preparation match over in their team house, just to prepare for MLG. It's actually over in America. There's a post on Team Liquid about it. It's pretty damn fly. And basically some quick facts. KawaiiLighT is obviously rank 195 Grandmasters on North America, purely because he hasn't played so many games. And GoldenLighT is rank 14 Grandmaster on the North American server. So these are two top players, obviously both pros, both under Team Light. And I'm really looking forward to this game. Exactly what's going to happen I do not know, but it should be pretty fantastic. So I hope you're ready. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, and it'll be interesting to see what these two players do, and obviously will be a good hint to see what kind of level they're performing at for going into some of these major tournaments in America coming up very soon. It is a custom map, obviously, because there are these supply depots here. Also, it's not a ladder map either, so I mean, could have guessed if you didn't know, but obviously the supply depot does make it quite obvious. Also the colours, because yellow isn't a colour you get on the ladder. So interesting facts. But nonetheless, both players seem to be going pretty normal. I mean, a barracks opening. I mean, probably going to be seeing a 15 hatch out of Golden, and I mean that's pretty damn normal against a Terran player. You can afford to do so. And this map, it has actually got a huge rush distance. There's only two places that there are spawn locations, so you always know where your opponent is, but it does still have a massive rush distance, and that can be decreased by taking out these rocks later on. But I mean, it leads to this lovely diagonal split. I mean, the natural base is quite easy to take, the third base a bit further, and this fourth base a long way away. But likewise, your opponent will be just expanding down to these positions as well, and then you've got these two expansions here, and also these mini expansions, and they're quite difficult to take. But I mean, obviously, if you are in a dominating position getting in the really late game, it does really force you to expand towards your opponent, but those first four bases aren't too hard to take. Now, we will see Golden getting down his extractor, also the spawning pool. Meanwhile, we will see Kawi getting down this command center. He's also just kind of playing everything damn standard. One racks into a command center, he can afford to do so. No super early gas, so we're not going to see reactor Hellions out super quickly either. Now, I mean, Kawi just deciding, no, I'm going to expand, I'm going to get that better economy to go into the later game. But the downside to that is it also means that Golden has the opportunity to get everything he needs and just drone without having to really worry too much about early aggression. So it's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen another. Sometimes it's better to put on that aggression, but obviously, having said that, Kawi getting double gas now as well, so we could see this factory come out really quickly, or maybe even some other form of tech play, which could be really effective. Meanwhile, though, Golden is just droning. He's getting some Zerglings out just to go and scout around a bit, and my mouse wheel is really annoying me. It keeps kind of just rocking forward one, and that's why that annoying zoom in happens. But here you go, this SCV is going to have to run away, or it will die. I mean, I'd run pretty damn quickly if I was an SCV being chased by a Zergling. Even if I was an SCV, if I was anything, I would run pretty fast if a Zergling was chasing after me. They're scary things. They're like freaking alien monsters with no mind, just the urge to kill everything they come across. And the factory's coming down now for Kawi, so is the reactor. The orbital command is being morphed in, so he isn't actually moving forward yet to take this base. And I mean, obviously that just means that if Golden does scout, he won't see immediately this expansion is down, and could pose questions to how Light does react, because obviously if he knows that expansion's coming down, he'd need to take this third base super quickly to stay economically ahead. Now if we take a look here, we'll probably see this Queen drop a tumor, there we go, and the reason for that is if there were Hellions coming in, then you want to be getting these creep tumors as far out as possible really early on, because it denies how much damage Hellions can do to you. So we will see a Spine Caller going down as well. That'll help with the defense. I mean, if we take a look up here, I mean, quite oversaturated at his main base here, and that's quite a surprising mistake, to be honest. That's very oversaturated. 9 more drones than he needs, whereas his natural base is pretty undersaturated. So could have got a drone transfer going on there just to kind of balance it up, but we'll probably take a gas pretty soon. And I mean, he's pulled 2 guys out of this gas as well, so a bit of a strange move by Golden here. Meanwhile, Kawi has planted down this base. He is going to start getting stuff out. The first Hellions coming out, got a bunker on the way as well. Also getting a third command center. Now this is a very, very popular build for Terran players on the Korean server. You get that third command center really, really quickly, because really there's nothing the Zerg can do super early on to kind of damage you. It would be very, very all-in-ish from the Zerg player. I mean, a Baneling bust would obviously work, but that can be quite a problem. And these Hellions, which basically push out and get map control for the Terran player, do allow you to see exactly what is going on. So you wouldn't know if that was coming. Now we've got 2 evolution chambers coming down. The reason for this positioning is it just narrows down this choke point so that Hellions are less effective, and this is a great position of one Hellion. Just using it for map control, not trying to kill off drones or anything, but just preventing this third base from going down. And that's really essential, because when obviously Kawi has got his own third base up, his natural up, so he's on equal bases, but with an extra kind of production center compared to Golden. Golden is getting his macro hatch down. This Hellion is just going to stay there. 3 more just poking and prodding around, holding that watchtower, just to give vision of exactly of what is happening. And I mean, if you've got vision, you can do a lot. 1-1 is on the way though for Golden, so going to probably be going for quite a Zergling heavy build. Forcing a cancel on that creep tumor, didn't actually manage to take it out, so that was very, very quick reactions by Golden there. Gas 3 and 4 are on the way now for Kawi, and I mean, meanwhile, Golden has got all 4 of his gases, getting his lair done, now about a quarter done already, and just getting some more spine crawlers. And that's really because of these Hellions just poking and prodding around. It creates fear. I mean, in reality, Kawi's only got 4 Hellions plus this one just sitting on here, which will actually go down now. But I mean, still, having 4 Hellions poking around is quite scary, because I mean, you've got to be careful with how you deal with them. But the creep spread is absolutely brilliant, although 2 tumors did get taken out there, which was a bit unfortunate. Now, if we take a look at Golden's base, he's got obviously these 3 spines, so he's pretty much safe from spine crawlers at the moment, and just droning up behind this. Meanwhile, though, obviously Kawi is getting a great economy started, building a lot more barracks, a starport on the way, siege mode on the way, a tank on the way, really just ramping it up. Also getting 1-1 for his infantry, so going to be possibly a bit of an infantry heavy build. And we've got a lot of Zerglings streaming in here, could do a lot of damage. There are some Hellions down here as well, but there's a queen there. Just going to be interesting to see what these Zerglings can do here. They are just going to poke up and check for the third base, it looks like, or maybe just try and dart forward. Now they could have potentially got in there because that depot was down, but instead just pulling back, holding the watchtower just to see exactly what is happening. Meanwhile, we've got the Baneling nest and also the Spire on the way for Golden, so really just getting everything he needs for this mid game. Also getting Burrow, so it'll be interesting to see how he chooses to use Burrow. Now these spine crawlers are moving forward, the Hellions are there though, forcing that creep tumor to cancel, and not actually going to try and run in. I mean, that could have been quite effective if he did manage to get in. The Spire, as you can see, I've kept it up just to see how it's progressing along. Great overlord position, and this command center is going to try and go down, but obviously there's a lot of Zerglings out there which could push forward, but it shouldn't be too much of a trouble for Kawi to deal with that, because he has got a lot of Marines and stuff there which will just force it back. And this really means that, I mean, well, Kawi's ahead in a base. This base for GoldenLight, the third base, is only kind of about a third done at the moment. Now these Hellions could get picked off here, but actually no, Golden was slightly slow there. A great use of Burrow just to prevent all of those from going down. Now, this is a fantastic move, and that's really kind of top pro move. Just shooting one of the Hellions to roast a whole load of Zerglings from the splash damage is absolutely amazing. I love that. That was fantastic. Just shows how clever pro players are, just like using every little trick they have to their advantage. And the Burrow player is also really, really good by Golden as well. Just taking a look in his base, he's got the Spire down. He is getting +1 armor for his air units. He's also morphing in 5 Banelings just up in this position here. Will be interesting to see what he does with them. Got 2 Zerglings just preventing the 4th base going down, and these Banelings are just going to poke on and Burrow Banelings. Oh, I do hope some Burrow Baneling hits go off, because Burrow Banelings are my favourite. And a great little use of a Burrowed Zergling there, which will just defend that, and didn't actually manage to line it up quite right there, so you're going to have to force a scan off, and that must be a bit irritating, because wasting a scan on one Zergling is just infuriating. And if we take a look here, I mean, Golden's getting a pretty good kind of saturation on all of his bases. He has got 2-2 nearly finishing up now. 2-2 also coming out for Kawi, and these Mutalisks are out on the field and are going to cause quite a bit of problems, but obviously there's a lot of Marines there, so really damage isn't the issue. And Golden actually morphing in some Banelings here. Now that could be quite effective if he does manage to get some big hits off, but obviously these tanks are here, but obviously +1 Terran vehicle weapons isn't done, but +1 armor is, and that means that really Golden can take more than one hit from those siege tanks, and a great use of a Burrow Baneling player. And I mean, if Carry doesn't see this, it could be absolutely disastrous, because I mean, there's just more back here as well. Just great placement of these Burrow Banelings. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the production tab, 2-2 finishing up now for Carry's infantry, 2-2 done for Golden. The infestation pit on the way, building some more spine crawlers. The +1 air armor is done as well. Now here we go, moving up, a great scan, absolutely perfectly positioned. Knows that Burrow was in, obviously, because he saw those Zerglings burrow earlier, and that will mean now that Carry can get his army out. But obviously there's still these Banelings up here, and I don't know if they have been seen. They have been seen by that scan, so just moving forward, and if nothing else, it forces more scans, and if you force scans, it basically means less mules, and less mules mean less money. And here we go, absolutely great play with those Marines there, and unfortunately not managing to take them all out straight away, and they do just blow up because they know they're going to die. And a huge Ling run by coming in here, a lot of nucleus as well. Kawaii's units are so out of position, this could all get taken down if he's not extremely careful. He's going to have to pull back. Golden doing considerable damage here, picking off a couple of tanks, a couple of Marines, not losing too many nucleus either, but there's 2 turrets there, so he's got to be careful with that. And that was a good little engagement by Golden there. I like that very, very much. Really kind of took advantage of his positioning. 3-3 on the way though for Kawaii's infantry. Meanwhile, Hive only just started for Golden, so Kawaii's going to take a good kind of lead in terms of upgrades. Obviously the upgrades, 3-3 Marines are insanely good, and really this Baneling placement is brilliant as well, because it's forcing so many scans out of Kawai just to prevent him getting a big Burrow Baneling hit off. And here we go, Golden was like, it was really effective last time, can I get another swing round? But obviously Kawaii's kept the tower this time, so knows exactly what's going on, but it isn't pulling back in time by the looks of things. And again, another big swell of Zerglings and Mutalisks coming in, and they are just going to be forced back, and that's a bit of a shame for Golden there. But I mean, this is going to get completely ransacked, and Kawaii's army is a long way out, so it could take a long time to pull out. But I mean, to be honest, it looks like Golden's just going to pull back, going to pick off that one lone tank which decided to go the long way around. Meanwhile, we have got some Marines down here, which are just kind of getting a drop off. Meanwhile, on this excitement on the other side of the map, and Kawaii's just trying to take this mini base here. Obviously a rich Vespian geyser is very, very effective. Golden's already taken that base down, so I mean, to be fair, Golden's also taken his 4th. So 5 bases for our Zerg friend, and the 4th base just going down now for our Terran buddy, and could be very, very good. More scans being forced just in case there are Burrow Banelings around. And here we go, we're going to see another swinging by Golden here. This is great harassment. Every time Kawai goes out to try and do some damage, he just has to worry about his own base. But it looks like Kawai is just going to move forward and go for this, and this 4th base is almost certainly going to go down now. And meanwhile, if we took a look up here, there's a lot of Marines which should be able to deal with those Mutalisks. Meanwhile, Golden just pulling a lot of stuff. Some Banelings are rolling in, but the tank position is amazing. Those Banelings probably won't be able to get a good hit off, and that 4th base is almost certainly going to go down now. Meanwhile, looking at the minimap, just everything going on. A big flank coming in now as well for Golden. And here we go, all the Banelings go off on the tanks, and I mean, that's not a good move. Those Overlords are going to go down. 3-3 is about to finish for Kawai now, and I mean, once that 3-3 is done, I mean, those Marines are going to do huge damage. Meanwhile, I mean, obviously Golden did pick this off, but he's got to be careful. A bit of an engagement going on here, a bit of a missed rally on those Zerglings will force it back again. The 4th base for Golden has gone down, and I mean, this is crazy. The Great Spire just finishing now for Golden as well, so we will see Broodlords out shortly. And as far as I'm aware, there aren't any Vikings out yet, no Vikings at all, so Kawai needs to start that Viking production ASAP. Obviously he does have this starport out with a reactor on it, no other starports as far as I'm aware, and a bit of a poking and prodding going on here as well. Good scans going off by Kawai there, and really this is all pretty crazy. These tanks are moving along the south position, just leapfrogging their way up. Meanwhile, the north position has a lot of Marines and also tanks there as well, so a good dual prong attack, just forcing Golden back more and more. And obviously the more Kawai kind of pushes forward, this 4th base isn't coming down anytime soon at all. Great use of burrowing the drones just to prevent them from going down. And here we go, Golden's just going to go up here, and he should be able to take out most of this. I don't think there's anything particular that can stop him. Great Baneling hits do go off. Doesn't want to use the Banelings on the tanks though. The Mutalisks can pick them off pretty damn easily, and that was a really, really nice engagement by Golden there, and really means that he can take this 4th base again, which will be essential. Meanwhile, this burrowed Zergling just preventing a 5th base coming out for Cowie, and I mean it was actually the 5th base for Golden because he has still got this middle one, and a bit of poking and prodding going on here as well. And if we take a look at the lost tab, I mean it's, well, 2 and a bit thousand, no, yeah, yes, 2,000 no, is it? Okay, basically Golden is ahead. My brain isn't working though, I don't know why. And I mean, just the trouble is Cowie doesn't want to lose stuff and just kind of miss rally, and great baning positions here. So no burrow baning hits have gone off yet. There are literally banings scattered everywhere, and I mean at the real high level of play, burrow banings really work because all you need is for them just to forget to scan and you can get a huge hit off. Broodlord's obviously on the way as well now, 3-3 on the way. What else? Not 3-3 actually, just +3 attack, +2 armor for air units, and I mean this could be good. A lot of spines coming out as well, some infestors and some more scans, and just forcing so many scans. Although will he scan down to this position? Yep. This is just very, very, very logical play by Cowie, just moving forward, very careful, very gradual, being patient, knowing that as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, he's in a good spot. He's got 200 army, he's got these 4 bases up. Meanwhile though, Golden is just going to push forward, and it looks like he's just accepting that that base in the bottom right is going to go down again, and just going to take out one of Cowie's in return. And I mean that's fine. Cowie's having to pull back quite rapidly. Look at how quickly he remaxes up though. Just got great production, but I mean look at all the mutalisks as well. Just so many mutas. They are +1 armor. Those marines are coming in though, but they're 3-3 marines, which will make very, very quick work of mutalisks. So I mean Golden does have to be careful. Meanwhile, looking down at the map, that 5th base for Golden has gone down, and to be honest, it looks like Cowie's just going to start moving forward. Some fungal growths go off. I wish I could be 2 places at once here. The mutalisks are looking like they're putting out a couple of broodlords being focus fired down. Those spine crawlers not putting up much of a threat, and look at how much damage 3-3 marines do. It's just insane. They're being so effective, and this could be the 4th base of Golden going down if he isn't careful. A lot of overlords being picked off. Luckily there is a lot of excess for Golden in terms of overlords. Great broodlord positioning just where the marines can't actually hit them. The tanks are moving in, but mutalisks are coming in from behind and will start picking all of this off, and I think Golden should be able to clean this up. And wow, that was so much action. I don't even think I breathed through that entire bit. Oh, that was tiring. Anyway, if we go back to the base, I mean obviously Golden did manage to take this out. He did pick off a couple of production facilities. These mutas just moving forward, moving back. No weapon upgrades though. +2 armor, but obviously no attack upgrade. Great scans, just trying to pick off a couple more with those marines. Nothing does go down. Obviously 2 burrow banings here, 2 burrow banings up here, 2 burrow banings in this position as well. So I mean Cowie has to just be really careful with his scans. If he forgets to scan literally once, he's got problems. And that was a somewhat premature scan almost, but it will see the basically all the banelings are there. Meanwhile, we've got mutalisks coming in. They are going to pick off those marines, and just a couple of marines for free is never a problem at all. Another scan being forced just to get rid of that Zergling for the 5th base to be taken by Cowie. A lot of queens, and queens are fantastic. Transfuses on broodlords does just keep them alive longer. Got to be careful with those mutalisks though, because if they go over those marines, and a Thor there as well, so they can't clump, and the marines will take them out so quickly. And this 5th base for Cowie coming down. The 5th base for Golden is also on its way. I mean, this is all pretty crazy. Look how many drones are mining from here as well. That's massive oversaturation, and great work by Cowie just preventing any more expansions going down, and that is preventing Golden from getting the army he needs. If we take a look, I mean, he's only got 1 infestor. He needs a lot more infestors, but he's completely broke. And to be honest, unless you get more infestors, you've got problems. There was a mutalist poke going on up here, but a lot of turrets there already. A lot of marines there as well. Meanwhile, these broodlords and banelings and the single infestor on their way through. Now 2 more infestors are on the way for Golden. He does need them. Obviously broodlords are very effective if you can keep everything away from them. Obviously if the marines can run forward and focus them down, then broodlords become less effective. So we will see the Cowie actually just sending forward some SCVs, wanting to free up supply. He's like, look at how much money he's got. He's got a trust fund there, and he wants to spend it, but he can't spend it because he doesn't have enough food. So he's just going to lose some workers, because to be honest, when you're in that kind of spot, that's exactly what you need. You need as much of your supply in your army as possible, and straight away remaxing, getting a lot of Vikings out to deal with these broodlords, a couple of Thors as well. Now Thors don't do bonus damage to broodlords, but obviously they do splash damage to air Good tank position. These Marines move forward, and that base is going to go down almost certainly. Meanwhile, we've just got everything pushing forward. The Mutalisks are there. Great stim on the Marines. We'll pick off all of the Mutalisks, and I mean, to be honest, this is where you need some good fungal growths. And Kawi has taken out that 5th base for Golden yet again, and I mean, this is not a good position. Our Zerg player here is very, very low on resources compared to Kawi, who is very, very high. Even getting Neo Steel Frame, the upgrade for building armor, I mean, just have a look at this, it's pretty damn good. Meanwhile, we will just see that Golden is moving forward and is going to be going for another push up, and I mean, he's got to do something big here, because obviously he's had his expansion killed yet again, doesn't have any money, and if he doesn't do massive damage to Kawi, take out a base up here at least, he's going to have problems, because he's not going to be able to kind of resupply and remax. I mean, look at that, only like 50 or so minerals, and here we go, we're going to have a big engagement here, without doubt, and I mean, I don't know what's going to even happen. It could be pretty crazy. Switching off. Oh, that's awful there. I mean, just taking a look at all of the players. My keyboard's being awful here. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not letting me hide the UI, but look at this engagement. Absolutely massive. And just so many Vikings. They're going to do huge damage. He needs just one big fungal growth on them, though. And, I mean, Golden would be in a good spot, but that came off a lot worse for Golden there. And, I mean, Kawi just doing the right thing, pulling back, and that's exactly what he needs to do, because he's got the bases, he's got the income, he doesn't need to risk a bad engagement, he just needs to play it safe, because Golden still has just no money. If we look at the income tab, I mean, both players are struggling income-wise, but obviously this base is key. I mean, Golden has only just got this back up again, and the high-tech auto-tracking on the way, so increased range on missile turrets, and, I mean, the Terran ship weapons coming along as well, some more infestors on the way out for Golden. Golden needs those infestors purely for the fungal growths, and a good scan for, just look at the Viking count, how many are there? 19 Vikings, they're going to demolish those Broodlords, only a couple of Corruptors in the mix, 14 Corruptors in the mix for Golden. Needs a massive fungal growth, some good baiting hits goes off, and that's exactly what we need. That fungal growth there is absolutely huge, and will basically give him the opportunity for those 3-3 Marines pushing forward, picking off the infestors straight away. And I mean, those Broodlords are not in a good shape, and Golden is now down to 100 supply, all but a few. And to be honest, I think Kawi's got this now, just pushing forward so aggressively. The tanks are just staying back, no counter-attacks are available for Golden, and I mean, Golden now at half the supply of Kawi, and I think this is pretty much all over. There's only 2 Corruptors left, and just so many Vikings. That Broodlord is going to go down, and now it's just a matter of time. Now he's lost all the Broodlords, there's nothing he can do, and there's the GG, well played. So, I really hope you enjoyed that game. I thought it was pretty damn awesome, a nice long macro game, and just shows you all the things that these pro players are epic at. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and leave any comments on what you thought of the game. Thanks for watching.